The Hudson Institute is sounding the alarm on what could happen if China's communist regime suddenly collapsed. The influential think tank outlines how the United States should prepare, not just for the immediate fallout, but for the long-term global impacts if the world's second-largest economy were to unravel. Here are the details.
When talking about the collapse of the Chinese regime, how realistic is this scenario? Mao Zhu, director of the China Center at the Hudson Institute, weighs in.
You know who else is thinking about the regime collapse every day? Is the CCP itself. Every day it lives in paranoia. Everything they do, every international engagement with the United States is about how fragile the regime is. They want us to not do that to inspire Chinese people to basically to change the regime. So this is a very serious thing. Totalitarian regime can collapse anytime.
The Hudson Institute recently released a report with recommendations on China after communism. What the U.S. should do if the long-ruling communist regime suddenly collapses. The report has 9 chapters, including a focus on how U.S. Special Operations Forces could help secure China's stability and integration into the global community. One key task for the forces is securing weapons of mass destruction and related materials. The report also suggests expanding cooperation with Taiwan to showcase alternative governance models.
For the United States to make the point that an independent Taiwan is the best thing for a post-communist China. Ensuring that it exists as this comprehensive university of how to have transitioned from at least authoritarianism and to conduct a sort of ethnic Chinese pluralistic democracy would be essential for the mainland to make the same transition.
I think Taiwanese model is probably inspirational as well as material to impact the post-communist scenario.
In a panel discussion on China after communism, experts say a post-CCP China should be positioned as a sovereign, stable member of the international community. It would need to help counter threats from Russia and North Korea. Beijing is currently facing domestic and international troubles. These include drastically slowing economic growth, high youth unemployment, political corruption within the CCP. There are also rising tensions with the US and other Western nations, along with coercive policies towards the global South, developing nations in Africa, Latin America, and parts of Asia. Experts on China affairs say recent political turmoil in the CCP's top ranks is creating further instability in the regime's authority. The US must prepare for the possible changes instead.
2 of America's
This is the new Dell AI PC with Intel inside.
那么，川普在这个真相社交里面发文说，他对川习会议也没有兴趣啊。实际上，他的意思就是说我主动寻求和习近平见面这件事情，我没有兴趣啊。但是如果说是接受了这个习近平的邀请的话，他可能会考虑会去，但是考虑率可能会去，也可能结果是不会去啊。这是我们今天要谈到就是关于这个美中之间在斯德哥尔摩谈判关于就是说是川习会这个问题，我所提出的一个看法啊。这个我们谈到就是说今年的欧中峰会，我认为是彻底失败啊，也就意味着就是说是其实这个欧中关系已经渡过奈何桥了啊，回头已经不是岸了啊。因为欧中关系本身的破局，我认为它间接促成了美欧在关税协议以上突破性的谈判啊。所以证明了就是美欧联合抗中的这样的结构丝毫没有任何的改变啊。那么第3个就是美国以单一战区安全联动这样的概念重新调整美军驻韩美军的任务与角色，证明就是美军未来所采取的是一种 all in policy 要集中所有的资源在西太平洋遏制中共对台海所进行任何的军事冒险行动。最后我们也谈到了关于这个美中的贸易谈判。我认为美中之间的贸易关系基本上是一种综合性的较量，不会是一种妥协性的合作所以一谈再谈，看起来也没有什么具体的成果。我的看法就是说是，如果说中共依然是冥顽不灵，不愿意真正来面对它与美国之间的贸易的摩擦，那么美中贸易谈判最后也可能只是谈出一个沉默。